Hello, hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, Karina. Buongiorno, you're early today.
Always.
Always. Is that your bedroom or your living room?
My living room.
Oh, I can see the sun. I like those places with a lot of light.
Yes, it's better.
So you said you live in Caleta?
Yes,
Caleta? Oh. Oh, you sent me that message that someone I was renting or
yes,
because I am looking for an apartment here in Acapulco, but it's difficult to find a place where there's no problems with the water. You
yes.
know,
I
everywhere
don't
is the
have
same.
water from February.
Since yeah, it's been
Yes,
like 2 weeks.
yes,
Yeah, and I sometimes have water in the morning, like around 2 in the morning. I have to get up and because at least I hear the noise of the water leaking. So I have to be like um, filling up the tank and the cisterna.
yes.
Well, anyway, I am looking for a new place. I don't like to deal with water. Well, I don't like to deal with anything. I am not used to like, oh, okay, I am not in my, no estoy en mi pueblo, o sea, estoy pagando y quieren que compre pipa. Yeah, that's what he told me. I need to buy a pipa. What? What? What?
Yes, I buy a pipa from weekends.
In the weekend?
Yeah.
How much did you pay for it?
How much?
Uh-huh.
Uh, 5,000 from my mil.
Fi-
What is the mil? My millions?
Mil? Thousands? You said
1,000.
5,000 pesos for a pipa?
No,
I mean,
five.
5,000 is 5,000, 5,000.
No,
Or
500.
500.
500. Sorry.
500 pesos?
Yes,
Really?
for 3 millions
3 million.
liters
3 million what?
liters
Huh?
liters liters
Oh, liters.
liters.
Oh, that's too much. Well, in my hometown, they pay 70 pesos for a whole truck, the pipa. 70 pesos. Because we have the river.
Yes.
That's why. Hello, America. Good morning.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right. Both of you are early.
Yes,
Yes. Thank you for
it's
being here on
9 o'clock.
time. Yes. Let's see. Well, I was checking the dates. We have just 2 more Saturdays for classes. Well, before the holiday. We have a holiday, Holy Week.
Yes, it's the next Saturday.
No. Well, we are having classes next Saturday. Next Saturday is the 27th. Well, today, let me see. Let me say today it's Saturday.
Saturday.
Today is March
20.
20. March 20, 2021. So the holiday week or the holidays or the vacation starts on March 29 to April 4. So we are still having classes. We are still having classes on the 27th. So, I mean next Saturday. That should be March 27. We finished lessons C and D on that day, this day, March 27. Then we return on the April 4. So our last day for the exam should be April 10. That's the review and the exam, and that's it. And we are done. I mean, we are done with Touchstone 3. So the evaluation is going to be that week. Of course, the exam, the written exam, the oral exam. That's why I need all your homework. Please, I will need to see your portfolio. You have a portfolio, all your homework together. I have been receiving homework from some of you, but I want to see you have the complete portfolio. All right, today we start a new unit. It's unit 12. We're going to see lesson A and B. So our learning objective for today, I think Patty's here. Patty, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Wake up, wake up. Do you have coffee?
No,
You should have, you should. The simple past, passive. That's what we are learning today in the first lesson, lesson A. That's a very interesting topic, like all the topics we see in this book. All right, do you take notes? Do you take notes of this?
Okay, teacher.
All right. So today we start with, as I said, with this new unit. It's the last one of the book. Um, let's see. News. Some people call this news, but it's news and news, not news. Okay, everybody knows what news are, right? So we have national news. I mean, well, let's start with local news, national, local, national, international. All right, question for you. Different ways to get news. Who wants to tell me different ways to get news, to see, to watch the news, or to hear, to listen to the news? Different ways. Let's say, usually I watch the news on TV. What else?
Listen to the radio. The news,
Maybe the radio. Yes.
newspaper.
Newspaper. That's why it's newspaper, right? Well, actually, newspaper is called paper or news, either one. Have you seen the news? Something like that. What do you think, Patty? America?
One with one podcast.
Podcasts? Yes. We have many different ways to get news, to watch news nowadays with technology, right? We like this, like yesterday we have this little earthquake, and you have seconds to know, oh, there was an earthquake in Guerrero, and it was an international news, like right away.
Yes, with the online news.
A online news, the internet. All right, can you see my screen, my page?
Yes.
Yeah, I got this right away immediately on Facebook. You know, on Facebook, everybody is like just waiting to have something to post. Breaking news was in Mexico. Here, this is national news, right? And became international. Well, in some way, you know. What's news today? Okay, everybody's late today. I don't know why. Well, who did told me she's not coming today. She has something to do. So I don't know.
Uh, Annie, I don't remember her name, put in the WhatsApp group.
Who?
Annie.
Annie?
Huh? The
Al-
another new girl.
well, we have Xochitl.
This.
Xochitl, yes.
Two.
So as we'll talk about news today, we're gonna learn about the past simple past passive. Usually you can find the passive voice on news, right? But let's start first with a unit opener. That is this one. Unit 12. Julio's here. Julio,
Hello, teacher.
good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Are you okay?
Yes. So.
Okay. So.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Magla, Miss Magla is here. Buongiorno Marla. Buongiorno signorina. Unit 12. All right, let me. Okay, Patty, can you start here with the title, please? This and this, please.
Okay. In the new, in Unit 12, you'll learn how to use the simple past passive in news stories.
News stories.
News
Uh-huh.
news stories.
You have to pronounce this very clearly. News stories. America. Next one, please.
Yes, talk about local and international news events.
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 Uh-huh. Karina?
And
Talk about extreme weather and natural disasters.
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 Uh-huh. Julio.
Introduce news in conversation with expression like guess what.
Guess what? Yes. And the last one, Marla.
Use expression like the thing is to introduce uses
Use expressions like the thing is
things
to introduce issues.
issues
Issues.
issues.
Issues. It's double S. Issues. Mhm. Issues. You know the meaning of issues? That's a question.
No.
Issues. Issues is like um something that you have to do, maybe a problem, maybe some things you have to do. Oh, I have an issue today with a guy in the street. It's like um let me say an issue. It's something that happened before in the past, or I have issues to do. It could be in the future too. Issues is like stuff, problem, something like that. You know, stuff is very common in the English language. My stuff, your things. So this might be a new word for you, but it's very common. Issues, problems. Usually it's with problems. It's related to problems. I have some issues with the English. I don't understand many words. Issues like troubles. The thing is that either if I don't fix these issues, the thing is, it's this expression. We will learn this in this unit. Is looks like we're going to learn a lot. All right, we have some pictures here from 1 to 4. What do you see on number 1? Can you describe what you see on number 1?
This woman show the weather.
Yes. Well, it's not the weather, but it's
Dollar?
no. Seems like stocks, las acciones, stocks.
Okay.
Yeah, when they lose or win. It's about business, finances. Number 2, let's see, Marla, what do you see in picture number 2?
um, word
Picture number 2. Well, first, I'm sorry, Karina said this one is a TV, right? Looks like a TV. What about number 2, Marla? What are they doing?
two people talking about work
Yeah, what do they,
maybe.
what does this guy have in
Yes.
his hands?
And
What's this?
a new paper.
Newspaper, yeah, it looks like a paper.
Yes.
Newspaper or paper is the same. All right, Julio, what do you see on number 3? What do you think this guy is doing? He has earphones, right?
Oh, sorry, tenía el micrófono apagado.
Estabas durmiendo, chico.
Teacher, well, he looked like a detective. I don't know.
Detective.
Detective.
Why? What do you think? He looks like a detective.
Um, I don't know.
Remember, we are talking about news. We have news on TV, on paper. What do you think? Common sense. What do you think this guy is doing?
He listened to the radio.
Yeah, he's listening, right? He's listening the news. Maybe CNN, all those news, American news. Well, maybe Mexican. I don't know. I don't even know the name of the Mexican news. What about this one? America, number 4.
Okay, I think that the number 4 is the newspapers. It's
Yes,
sell in the supermarket or stores.
yes. Do you think these are national or international newspapers?
It's international newspapers because there are the different countries.
Yeah, you see the Observer, Le Monde. This is from France. Le
Yes.
Monde. Yeah, different languages too. So I don't know about Mexico, but it's, newspapers in the United States are very common to read newspapers so far. Even with technology, you need to get the papers every day. I don't know about other cities in Mexico, but in Acapulco, I see newspapers are not like before, maybe because of technology, right? Gabriel is here. Gabriel, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Are you awake? Yes, I think so. Well, I don't think so. Gabriel is awake. All right, before you begin, how do you find out about what's going on in the world? All right, first question, guys. How do you find out about what's going on in the world?
For internet or social media.
Yeah, social media, right? That's right away. That's the easiest way. As soon as you wake up, you turn on your phone, you get your phone, your cell phone, and you start watching news. Oh, somebody died, or there was an earthquake in India, well, in Mexico, something like that. Okay, number 2. Well, we have different ways, right? Maybe social media, maybe you don't have a phone. There's another way. TV. What other means?
With the radio and TV.
The radio. What else?
With videos on YouTube.
Videos on YouTube. Yes. What about the people who lives in small places where they don't have technology? How do they know?
El chisme.
El chisme, right? From mouth to mouth, from person to person.
I see in a little city or other community,
Mhm.
in a car, put a bocina. I don't remember. What do you say bocina in English?
Speaker.
The speaker, a loudspeaker, in place from the community.
Oh, yes, yes. It's also that's kind of in Spanish it's called like perifoniar,
Ajá.
right? When they have a speaker, big speaker, and they start announcing things on the. So that's very common. So everybody know what's going on in the town, right? Next question: which aspects of the news are you most interested in? Like, let's say, political views, religion, sports. Julio, which aspect of the news are you most interested in? ¿De qué te quieres enterar cuando escuchas las noticias? ¿O qué te gusta? What do you like?
About the information, um, about the the country or economics country or country's economy.
What do you mean about the financial situation of the country?
Yes.
Okay. Producto Interno Bruto y todo, that's all that stuff.
Yes, the taxes,
Right, taxes,
um,
yes. Of the prices of the gas prices that they are raising, right? So all finances are important because that's what we do, how we live every day.
yeah.
Anybody else wants to share opinions about question number 2? Gabriel, give me your opinion. Which aspects of the news are you most interested in? I start already evaluating you in the oral test, okay?
Teacher, me.
Okay, let me see. Gabriel, he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything. Gabriel, are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Aquí estoy. I'm listening. Which aspects of the news are you most interested in, Gabriel? Like I asked Julio the same question. And why? Like maybe
Mm,
music, maybe movies, sports, finances, politics, religion. Uh, you tell me.
politics.
Politics? You like
Yes.
politics?
Yes.
Politics, sorry, politics. Not politics.
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 Politics. Why? What do you want to know about politics? Gabriel, there must be a reason.
I like it because they talk about economics.
Say it again about economic. You mean the financial situation of Mexico or what? Or what do you mean?
Of the country.
The country. Okay. Give me a statement, una oración completa. Why politics? No? Well, if you say like politics is because, well, politics is something that is very important in Mexico, especially we have people in the power, in the government, in the presidency that is not the right people or is the right people for uh, for the people, right? For the Mexican people. So you must have an statement, Gabriel. Tienes que tener una razón, pero tienes que decirlo correctamente, la oración. Y te lo dejo de tarea. I give you a few minutes and I ask you later. Patty, you volunteer.
When a famous person do anything for herself or herself.
Oh, celebrities.
Teacher the entertainment because do you find in this page plays and crosswords or letter sobs?
Crosswords in the newspaper.
Yes.
Well, yes, that's old school, but it's still interesting, you know. That helps you to lose a lot with your stress, the crosswords, and to think. Anybody else want to say something? Karina, you're quiet.
Sorry. I prefer the weather news
Weather.
because it's important for me
Mm-hmm.
because I enjoy read about the astrology, the phenomena.
Yes.
Um, it's very interesting for me.
Well, when you about the weather is when the weather changes a lot. When you like when you are living in a place where I was
Yes,
living, you never know what to expect next day. Like in Chicago, it's the same.
yes,
Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's raining or it's snowing. So every day is different. Here in Acapulco, it's the same all the time.
yes, hot
But
and sunny.
especially when it's raining season, right?
Yes,
Raining season, you never know because maybe it rains later.
at 9 in the
Yes,
morning.
anytime. Yes. All right. Next question. What major events are in the news right now? That's very important.
Coronavirus.
Well, that's not new right now. It's been a year with the coronavirus,
Yes,
but this is still in the paper, in the news.
The Hairway of yesterday.
The earthquake from yesterday. Yes.
Grammys last week. Los Grammys.
Those Grammys. Well, actually, I didn't watch the Grammys this year. Um, Let me see if I can get. Do you remember what happened last week with the feminists in Mexico City when they tried to paint walls and riot the streets and
Ah, sí, la gorda que aventó una gamba.
qué feo la gorda. That's discrimination.
La chica robusta que aventó una bomba.
Ajá. All right. What else? Marla. You're quiet, Marla. What major events are in the news right now?
About the presidents, maybe presidency.
Say it again.
About the president.
About the president?
Yes.
What was the last news about the president?
Biden.
Oh, Biden?
Ay, ¿cómo le explico?
The American president, not the
The
Mexican.
fall, no? This guy fall in the apron.
Fell.
Fell.
Past tense, yes. He
And
fell.
he fell to the apron twice.
And that's why, because if he's the president of the United States, that's news. I mean, who cares? Well, they care. They care.
And the Queen Isabel husband, he don't looks well.
Who? Elizabeth?
Husband,
Husband. Oh, yes.
husband.
Charles Prince. Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
The old guy that is 99 years old. He was getting out of the hospital because he have um, a problem with the heart, right? Something.
Yes.
He had a surgery. All right, local news. We have local news means, what does it mean, local news?
News in your neighborhood or city?
Yes,
News of your town.
yes. Like if you live in Acapulco, local news, that means news in Acapulco and surroundings, right? The same with other places. That's in your hometown or in the town where you live. Okie dokie, yes. Pay attention to this conversation between Ruth and Jack and what they are talking about. And please check the passive voice, simple passive voice. So that's the simple. You all know this one. So you make sure.
Page 118. Unit 12. In the news. Lesson A. Local news. 1. Getting started. B. Listen. Jack is telling Ruth some local news. Complete the sentences.
Anything interesting in the paper?
Oh, not much. Let's see. $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus.
$10,000? I should ride the bus more often.
Yeah, and listen to this. 2 large bears were seen last night in someone's yard.
Huh, that's kind of scary.
Oh, and a jewelry store was broken into, and some diamonds were stolen. What else? The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong winds.
Really? Well, it was pretty windy.
Yeah, all the flights were delayed. Oh, and a bus was hit by a falling tree. Fortunately, the passengers weren't hurt.
Is that all? Nothing exciting, I guess.
All right, as you notice on the conversation, you find some simple past voice, simple past passive, like this one. Was found. What else? Please help me to find those sentences in simple past passive.
Bears were seen in the jack.
Here,
Yes.
2 large bears were seen. Were seen. Remember, we need verb be and the past participle.
Store was broken.
Yes, a jewelry store, a jewelry store was broken. into. What else?
Some diamonds were stolen.
Diamonds were stolen, yes. All right, please, guys. Julio, Marla, wake up.
The city airport was closed yesterday.
Was closed yesterday, yes. What else?
All the flights were delayed.
It was pretty windy.
Delayed.
Delayed.
Not delayed, delayed. And a bus
Was hit.
was hit by a fallen tree.
The passengers weren't hurt.
Weren't hurt, yes, negative. What do you say, Karina?
It was pretty windy. No?
No.
Oh.
It was pretty windy. No, that's a normal question. I mean, that's a normal sentence. In past tense. Okay, before we read this, I want to show you. Hold on. In this case, we are talking about simple past passive voice, right? Obviously, we have different tenses with passive voice. We have the simple present, we have the future, simple future, present perfect passive voice, etc. Okie dokie, let me show you these exercises and this information. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Julio, can you read it, please?
Yes. The passive voice. A passive sentence consists of the subject, the verb to be in the correct tense, the past participle of the verb needed, sometimes the agent and or other complements.
Okay, a passive sentence consists of
Passive
okay,
sentence.
sentence.
Concept of
Let me read it for you. Pay attention. A passive sentence, no sentence, plurally sentences, singularly sentence consists of. It's like together. Consists of the subject, the verb to be in the correct tense, not correct, That's a mistake everybody does with the correct. Correct.
Correct.
Yes, correct tense. The past participle, the past participle of the verb needed.
Of the verb needed.
Sometimes the agent,
The agent.
yes, you see the because you have a vowel here, the agent and or other complements. Complements.
Complement.
Yes. All right, let's see. Gabriel, can you read this one, please?
Subject must bear.
This is mass
No, how would you say?
plus.
Plus?
Yes, plus.
Subject plus bear plus to be plus past participle.
Yes. All right, can you read this one too, please?
The novel was read by mom in one day.
Okay, this is a past participle of read.
Read?
Was a yes, it's a past participle of read. So what's the correct pronunciation? Patty?
Read.
Read. Yes. The novel was read by mom in one day. Marla, you're quiet, Marla. Next.
This film wasn't liked by no one.
This film wasn't liked. Not
Wasn't
like it.
liked
Liked by no one.
by no one.
Next.
The windows had been broken.
Okay. Well, you see different tenses here. Um, past and past perfect, right? Past perfect. Let me see. Okay, we have this one. Change the voice. Simple past tense. Formula. Don't forget about this. Active voice, right? He wrote a letter. We change it to passive, into passive. A letter was written by him. In this case, when we have a pronoun like he, it is not necessary to use by him. So in the active voice, we have the subject, we have the verb, is in past tense, and we have the object, a letter, right? When we change into passive, the object, a letter, becomes a subject. Then we use verb be. In this case, it's past tense. The past participle of the main verb. And this by him is not relevant. We can or we cannot use it. Only we will see in lesson B why we sometimes we have to mention the person. So that's a formula. Active, passive. Active, passive, sorry. You see how it changes, right? He wrote a letter. Let's say, America America well, first I remind you we need in Intransitive verbs. Verbs that need objects, right? Mm. Is that active or passive voice?
Active.
Active. Okay. How can you change it to passive voice? Who wants to do it?
The dresses were bought by America.
A couple of dresses. A couple of dresses were bought at the mall yesterday by America. Don't forget the whole sentence. Okay, now you give me, I give you the remote so you can write active voice and passive voice in a sentence. Okay, Karina, you have the remote. You can write on the screen. What you doing? Just write. You can go there where it says annotate here, annotate, and use this. You can write there. Think of an active voice. Active voice is a normal sentence. We are talking about past tense, right? Like Gabriel, let's say Gabriel, remember you is an intransitive verb. You need an object. Gabriel did his homework yesterday morning. That's an active voice. Okay. Change that into passive. Okay. Can you not, Karina?
I don't understand this thing.
You have the formula here, Karina.
Yes, I write my sample here.
Well, the Grammy seen by Patty is wrong.
Paris.
You would say the Grammys.
Uh,
What is the verb be?
Seen. Was.
The Grammys were
Where, sorry.
seen.
Seen by Patty.
Why were? Because it's plural, right?
Okay, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. El bolillo.
Yes. Tengo bolillos de ayer. Patty, give me
No, teacher. There.
Patty, give me active voice and change it into passive voice. You have 60 seconds. We're going to work under pressure. 60 seconds.
Um, hmm, Karina got carrots. The carrots were caused by Karina.
Okay, first, tell me again the active voice. Karina,
Karina caught carrots.
Karina cuts carrots.
Names at 9.
Mhm. Then
The
carrots, you said
carrots were caught by Karina.
caught by Karina. Yes.
Teacher,
Okay.
always the active voice is in simple past?
No, we are working today with simple past. That's what I mentioned before. We have different tenses.
Oh,
Voz pasiva la puedes encontrar en presente, en pasado, en futuro, en todos los tiempos. Pero esta lección se refiere solamente a simple past.
okay. Thank you.
All right. So this was just a small, like general knowledge about the passive voice. Okay, I just need to read a couple people to read this for practice, please. Okay, who wants to read?
Me.
Volunteers. Patty is Ruth.
Hey,
Garina is Jack. Please.
Anything interesting in the paper?
not much. Let's see. 10,000? 10,000 was found in the back on a city bus.
10,000. I should ride the bus more often.
Yeah, and listen to this. 2 large bears,
Birds.
bears were seen last night in someone's yard.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
Oh, and jewelry store was broken into, and some diamonds were stolen. What else? The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong winds.
Really? Well, it was pretty windy.
Yeah, all the flights were delayed. Oh, and a bus was hit by a falling tree. Fortunately, the passengers weren't hurt.
Is that all? Nothing exciting, I guess.
Yes, you're living a good.
All right. Okay, this
Oh,
word is jury, not
you're
W. No E. Yuri.
Yuri.
Yuri. Yes.
Yuri.
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 It's Karina is Yuri.
Yuri.
El ri es bien suavecito, no ri, no yulri. Yuri. Como que doblas lengua. Yuri.
Yuri.
Ajá. No W, no E. And this
Yuri.
one is airport.
Airport.
Tengo atrás también en el palabra airport,
Airport.
no airport.
Airport.
Air.
Air.
Cuando dices air,
Extra.
yeah,
Airport.
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 Okie dokie.
Sorry.
2 more volunteers.
Julio.
Julio, no, Julio
Me,
tiene que
teacher.
ser tú. Ya dijo Karina.
Me, teacher.
No, pues sí. Ok, Julio y Gabriel. Julio, Ruth, Gabriel, Jack.
Okay. Anything interesting in the paper?
Oh, not much. Let's see. 10,000 was found in a bank of a city bus.
10,000. I should ride the bus more often.
Yeah, and listen to this. Two large bears were seen last night in some yard.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
Oh, and weirdly, the store was broken into it, and some diamonds were stolen. What else? The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong wind.
Really? Well, it's what pretty when
Yeah, I the think were late. Oh, and bus was hit by a flying tree. For unfortunately, the passengers weren't hurt.
it's that all nothing exciting, I guess.
All right, remember, besides the intonation and the way how you read it when you see question marks, let's start from the end to the top. Is that all? Is that all? Nothing exciting, I guess, right? Is that all?
Okay,
Nothing
right.
exciting, I guess. Fortunately, aquí va el estrés. Fortunately, flights. Gabriel, flights. You need to pay more attention when you read
Flies,
flights. All the flights were
flights,
late. And a bus was hit by a falling, alguien dijo falling hace rato, falling tree. This is because, because, not because, what else? What else? Together, what else? Question mark. Diamonds. Same, Gabriel. Jewelry. Gabriel.
jewelry,
Jewelry. No W, no E. Jewelry. Jewelry store was
jewelry,
broken into and some diamonds were stolen. What else? Scary, Julio. Scary.
Scary.
Yeah, this is sound like E. Scary. Scary. Yes.
Scary.
Someone's yard. And when you mentioned you have this mark, it's $10,000. You always say $10,000 if you have the mark. $10,000. I should ride the bus more often. And this is much, not much. All right. Goody, goody, goody. Okay, the last two volunteers.
Me.
All right. And
Karina.
Karina, tú ya leíste.
Ah,
No, we need everybody to participate. We need
Benito.
Marla, Marla. Marla, you're quiet. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Marla, ya ves. Marla es Jack, America's Root.
Okay. Anything interesting in the paper?
Oh, not much. Let's see. And 100?
What's this?
And 100?
No.
1,000.
1,000 was found in a bag on a city bus.
10,000
Dollars.
dollars. I should ride the bus more often.
Yeah, and listen to this. Two large birds were seen last night in someone's yard.
Oh, that's kind of scary.
And Cheverly store and broken in, and some diamonds were stolen. What else? The city airport was closed yesterday because of a strong wind.
Really? Well, it was pretty windy.
Yeah, and all the feelings were light. Oh, and a bus was hit by a falling tree. Fortunately, the passenger weren't hurt.
Is that all? Nothing exciting, I guess.
All right. Is that all? Is that all? Falling. Again, falling.
Falling
Yes. Flights.
flies,
Closed.
clothes,
Closed. Not
clothes,
closet. Again, airport.
airport,
Airport.
airport,
The same mistake with this word, jewelry. Jewelry. Jewelry.
jewelry,
Okay, repite Marla. Jewelry.
jewelry,
Jewelry.
jewelry,
Jewel.
jewelry,
Jewel. You have an L. Jewelry. Jewelry.
jewelry,
Yes. Scary. No es scary. No hay E antes. Scary.
scary,
Scary. Yes.
Scary. Scary.
That's it. So please try to fix those words. If you mispronounce some words, repeat those words like scary,
Okay,
scary,
scary.
scary. Yuri,
Scary.
Yuri, Yuri,
Yuri.
hasta que les salga. Pero practíquenla. Porque lo vuelven a leer y lo vuelven a leer igual.
Yuri.
So, traten de practicar esos pequeños errorcitos. Es solamente la pronunciación. Y poner atención, mucha atención en lo que están leyendo. No le agreguen ni le quiten. So that's very important when you read. Y darle a la lectura un poquito más de interpretarla, ¿no? Porque si no, si leen ustedes para la gente o para los demás, se escucha muy monótono. Anything interesting in the paper? Oh, not much. Let's see. $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus, etc. Dale un poquito de personalización a la lectura. So you found some passive voice here, simple passive voice. So now you have some titles. not titles, but headlines. These headlines are in the simple present. Hold on. What tense is this? What tense is this? Student finds.
Present.
Present.
Okay, you need to complete here.
Present.
Present. Teen sees, you see teen. Third person. Student is just one student. Third person, that's why you see the S, right? Because it's present. Thief, only one. Thief breaks into.
Takes.
4. Airport closes,
Closes.
saying third person.
Yes.
Falling 3 hits, third person. Okay, if you can complete this from the reading, from the headline news you have here, you have all the information here. So this is in present, it's active voice here. Complete the headlines. All right, you have 60 seconds. At the same time, if you have the simple present, you need to know the simple past of that verb. Okay, ready? Students finds
10,000.
A bag? The student finds a bag on bus.
Okay, what do you have here?
Student finds $10,000 on bus.
Okay, student finds. You could say $10,000 or a bag of money. Teen sees bears in.
Last night.
Teen sees bears in
Last night.
last night
Or someone's chart.
in someone's yard. Yes.
Okay.
Teen sees bears in
Someone's yard. Someone.
thief break into
Jewelry store.
a jewelry store. Takes
Diamonds. Diamonds.
number 4.
Airport
Airport
Strong winds.
is also
because airport
Strong
closes
wind.
because
Strong
strong
winds.
winds.
Strong wind.
and the last one falling 3 hits
By bus.
no falling 3 hits
Delayed.
Personally.
no falling 3 hits
The passengers weren't hurt.
no
Delayed.
check the meaning of the sentence falling 3 hits
And a bus.
falling 3 hits a bus so those verbs are in present tense, right? So now you need to know these verbs in past tense so we can change it into passive. All right, past tense of find,
Found.
found. So a bag of money, let's change it into passive.
$10,000 were found on balls by students.
Yes, $10,000. Well, they say was, but it's where because it's plural. Where found, $10,000 were found
On balls by students.
on a
Students.
bus
By students.
by students. Number 2, change it into simple past passive voice.
The bears were seen in someone's yard by teens.
Well, let's say some birds
Were
were
seen in someone's yard.
Julio. Number 3,
The airport was closed.
number 3,
Why?
thief breaks into a
Thief
jewelry
breaks
store.
into jewelry, take store diamonds.
Okay, change it into passive. Let's see. First, these verbs sentences are in present simple present, right? So you need to change it first into past tense, like broke.
Broke.
You have it. You have the examples in the reading here. It's here.
And someone
Thief breaks into a jewelry store and into a jewelry store and takes some diamonds. Thief broke into a jewelry store and took some diamonds. Now change it into passive.
okay.
A jewelry store was okay. This is a sentence. Let's do it in. Okay. Let's put it like this. A thief broke into a jewelry store and took some diamonds. Okay, now change it into passive voice. You already have the sentence in past tense.
Okay, okay. Give up.
¿No, Julio? ¿Alguien le quiere ayudar a Julio? Anyone wants to help?
A
The
jewelry
jewelry
store
was broken and taken some diamonds by thief.
Okay, say it again, Patty.
The hurry was broken and taken some diamonds by thief.
Okay, a jewelry store, remember, store. A jewel was broken. Past participle was broken into and some diamonds were taken by a thief. Yes? Clear? Yes or no?
what means thief?
Thief is a person,
Okay.
the person who steals.
Mhm.
¿Sí le están entendiendo o no? Los veo muy callados.
Yes.
Everybody, say something. Are you understanding? ¿Sí o no?
Teacher,
Rápido.
ahí se está pasando a passive voice.
Passive voice. Este es active voice, una oración normal. Active broken to your store.
Ok.
Ya cuando pasas a active voice, necesitas usar el verbo to be, que ya lo explicamos en el tiempo que estés hablando, y el pasado participio.
Ok.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic. Please
I
try
want
to
to try the number.
try to practice on your own the other numbers. You say something, America?
Yes, I tried the number 4.
4, okay, go ahead.
The airport was closed.
The airport was closed
By of strong winds.
by. The airport was closed by.
Um, was closed. Strong by winds.
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 So the airport was closed by strong winds. Check the meaning of the sentence. El aeropuerto se cerró por los fuertes vientos. O sea, los fuertes vientos fueron los que cerraron el aeropuerto.
Yes. I think so.
Let's see here.
Me, the number 5.
The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong winds. So, America, you would say, strong wind. The airport was closed. The city airport was closed yesterday because strong winds. Because strong winds, me faltó la R aquí. Because of strong winds, the airport was closed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the airport was closed. It doesn't mention by. By, you see, the strong airport was closed just because the reason, not by, strong winds. We use by when we mention the person or the doer, right? That's what we mention by.
Yes, thank you.
Is the doer. So we don't have information about here about why. All right, Karina, you said you wanted to do number 5.
Yes, teacher. A boss was fallen 3 hits.
A boss
was fallen 3 hits. Oh, because 3 hits?
Okay, analyze the sentence. A bus was fallen
3
3
hits.
hits. Check the sentence. Imagine a bus falling from the sky. That's what it means. Like, it's falling. What's falling?
Was falling? Or falling?
You said fallen or falling?
Falling.
A bus was falling.
Yes.
What
By,
else?
by 3 hits or because 3 hits?
Was a bus was falling by
3 hits. 3 hits.
a bus was falling by 3 hits. By 3 hits.
It's okay?
No.
No? Oh.
Everything is wrong with the sentence. Okay.
Oh.
¿Quién la quiere hacer? Who wants to do it? Who wants to do it? Volunteers. Hello. Volunteers. Nadie dice yo.
3 was fallen. I don't know.
Sí, sí puedes, Pati.
um, 3 was
Remember?
fallen by the bus.
No, remember. Fallen 3 hits the bus. Esa es la voz activa. ¿Verdad? La vamos a poner en presente. Falling 3 es la palabra completa. Fallen 3 hit a bus. Fallen 3 es un árbol que ya se estaba cayendo, ya estaba así de ladito. That's a fallen 3. Hit a bus. Pasado. A fallen 3 hit a bus. Pasado. El árbol le pegó a un autobús. Ya se estaba cayendo, ¿verdad? Por la lluvia. So we change it. A bus was hit. You know, hit doesn't change. Was hit by a falling tree. Recuerden, el objeto, en este caso el objeto era a bus, right? It's a bus. El objeto pasa a ser el sujeto. A bus, luego tenemos que usar el verbo to be en el tiempo del que se esté hablando. En este caso es pasado, ¿verdad? Golpeó un autobús. A tree was hit. ¿Por qué? Porque está en pasado. Tenemos que usar el pasado del verbo to be. Was hit by a falling tree. So, el sujeto que era falling tree pasa a ser el objeto, que fue lo que vimos al principio. Ok, aquí tengo unos pequeños ejercicios. ¿Sí lo ven? Can you see it? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, all the sentences are in simple past. Number one, she sang a song. Remember, we need an object.
A song was sung by she.
A song was sung. Pasado participio. A song was sung. When we have she, we don't have to say by she or by her. That's enough. A song was sung. Number two. Somebody hit me. Hit me.
Bye.
Alguien me golpeó. Ok, piensen, piensen, piensen. Somebody hit me.
Me was hit by
Well,
somebody.
me, you need to change me for
I was
I was hit.
hit by somebody.
When you don't have the name of the person, you don't have to use it here. By somebody. Let's say, Patty hit me. Patty me golpeó. Patty hit me. I was hit by Patty. Because we have a name, right? Or a car hit me. I was hit by a car. But if you have something like someone, somebody, she, he, like a pronoun, we don't have to mention, we don't have to use by. Number three, we stop the bus. We stopped the bus. The bus es el objeto, is the object. We have a verb in simple past, and we have the subject. Remember, the object becomes the subject, and we need to verb be.
The boss
Was, where.
The boss were.
The boss is singular.
The boss
You have
was stopped
was stopped, yes.
by we or by or
By us, you don't say by we, by us.
uh,
Number four, a thief stole my car. Okay, what about the rest? Gabi, I want to hear you. Marla. A thief stole my car. My car is the object. A thief is the subject. And you have the verb in past tense. So you need to remember was or were. Singular or plural. Try, Karina, try. Number four.
My car was stolen by a thief.
Yes. Stolen. El pasado participio de steal, stole, stolen.
stolen by a thief.
Yes. My car, singular, was stolen
by a thief.
by a thief. All right. Let's see. Patty, they didn't let him go. They didn't let him go.
He didn't let go by then for them.
All right. Anyone?
He wasn't.
They didn't let him go. Remember, him, in this case, him is the object, right? They is the subject. It's a negative, it's past tense negative. He
Wasn't.
let go. He wasn't let go. 6. She didn't win the prize. All right, let's see. Alguien.
The prize wasn't won by she,
Won by
The
her.
prize
by her.
wasn't won by her.
Right.
The prize was, I'm sorry, wasn't. They didn't make their bets. Julio.
Their bed
Was.
wasn't
Wasn't.
Their bets, remember, bets is plural. Their bets
Where
were weren't.
were, weren't.
Weren't.
Past tense, past participle of make.
I don't know.
No, sorry, you don't know. Really?
Yeah,
Make.
make.
Made. Como made in Mexico, huh? Their bets weren't made.
Make. They
by their
by
By,
the
by them.
I think.
Lucky number 8. I did not tell them. I did not tell them. Gabriel. This is for Gabriel. Remember, if the object, like here, it's them, the object becomes the subject. So it becomes they, right? Them becomes they because it's the object. I mean, it's a subject.
Wasn't.
You always use verb to be, verb be, was or were, or wasn't or weren't.
Where?
Weren't.
There is negative here, Gabriel. Did not.
There weren't.
They weren't.
Weren't.
Then you need to use the past
A.
participle of tell. The past participle of tell is pasado participio de
Weren't
tell.
taught.
Gabriel,
Mm,
andan un poquito mal en los verbos, ¿eh? Tell,
Told.
told. Yes. They weren't told
Told.
by me. They weren't told. I did not tell them. They weren't told. Did you tell them? Okay, let's see. ¿Quién la puede hacer esta? Did you tell them?
They was told.
Say it again.
Weren't
was
taught.
told.
You were tell.
Remember, the object then becomes the subject.
Then was told by you.
Mhm. We try. Say it again, Karina.
Me olvidó.
No, ¿cómo?
Then.
Si no es de matemáticas. A ver, otra vez. One more
En la
time.
uni vi esas cosas.
Mhm.
Then. Then was told by you.
Did you tell them? Okay, I thought this was easier for you guys. Ya lo saben, ¿no? La voz pasiva. Ya la habían visto antes. So I show you the
Lo había
formula.
escuchado, teacher.
¿La habías
No, yo no.
escuchado?
Sí, de que mis profes platicaban de eso.
Well, did you tell them?
They told. Were they told?
Were they told? So you don't have to use by you. Were they told? ¿Les dijiste? Were they told? Did you tell them? Were they told? Active, passive. Active, did you tell them? Were they told? So by you is optional. When you say were they told, ¿les dijeron? No sabes quién, ¿verdad? Alguien pudo ser él, ella, la maestra, el maestro. Were they told? Someone. So you don't know the subject. Were they told? Number 10, did he send the letter?
The letter was sent by he.
No. You have to make it question too.
Where the letter?
Was
Was
the letter?
Was the letter?
Was the letter sent by he?
Yes.
By him?
Yes. Sent. Past participle, no send. Send.
Sent.
my
Okay. Easy or difficult?
Difficult.
Confused.
Confused? Why? La voz pasiva es lo más fácil que hay en el idioma. Bueno,
It's
aparte.
hard, teacher.
No, Pati, tú te lo sabes así de volada, de memoria.
It's
Yo te he
new
visto
for
hacerlo.
me.
Profe, los ejercicios que me dieron estaban muy difíciles ese día.
Ahí los hiciste, ¿ya ves? So you need more exercises.
Probably, of course.
All right. You have a sentence here in past tense. That's an active voice. Change it into passive. You have 30 seconds. All right, let's go to the chat. I will put it on the chat. Okay, I will put an active voice sentence and you change it into passive. Okay, you have to be fast. So if we finish, we'll go on break in 10 minutes. Okay.
Teacher, no le tomé captura.
¿A quién? ¿Al ladrón?
No, el ejemplo que puse.
A ver. Oh, hold on, hold on. Okay, these are the same sentences. You can take a picture and you can practice. Ya borré todo. Tienen que practicar. Got it? Yes?
Yes.
So let's go to the chat, please.
Teacher, I have an example of Acapulco.
Yes. You can write it on the chat.
No, your example.
Yeah, it's on the chat. Acapulco took check in the chat what I'm writing. Okay, you have the sentence there. Acapulco took a great advantage of its good location. Change it, that's active voice. Change it into passive. Be quick, 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 quick. No?
Moment, no.
Okay, good collocations was taking a great advantage of Acapulco. The great locations was took some advantage in Acapulco. Remember, you have the subject, Acapulco, a great advantage of its good location should be the object, complement object. Okay, America, you can put your answer in the chat. Yes, it is a good location. Acapulco was took a great advantage. Julio, Gabriel, Marla, write your answers. Remember, this is a formula. It's on the screen. Active boy, he wrote a letter. A letter was written by him. Object, verb, object, be, verb, and this is optional when what I just mentioned. Plural letters were written by him. Singular, a letter was written by him. So you use was or were all the time. Was or were. Well, if we're talking about simple past tense and the past participle. Okay, anybody else? Okay, I give you another one easier. That might be difficult for you. And I will give you the answer for both. That's easier. Miguel danza cumbia at the party. Kind of, Karina. You change the cumbia, a cumbia, like the cumbia, a cumbia. No, Patty. The object is a cumbia. You are saying the same, Marla. That's active voice. Julio, Gabriel, please. The object is a cumbia, so that should be first. Because that's in the first sentence, in the active voice is at the end, right? Miguel danza cumbia. El objeto es una cumbia. Gabriel, Julio, I want to see your sentence. Let me see who is closer. Julio. A cumbia was danced at the party, yes. Good, that's the right one. It says camubia instead of cumbia, but that's okay. I don't know what camubia is, but I think it's a cumbia. A cumbia was danced at the party by Miguel. By Miguel is always at the end. That's correct, Patty. And the other one closer was Karina. A cumbia was danced by Miguel at the party. Was danced at the party by Miguel. By is always at the end. Remember.
Yes.
And the other one, Acapulco took a great advantage of its good location. That's the answer. A great advantage of its good location was taken by Acapulco. You see the whole sentence? All right. Okie dokie. Let's take a break, guys. It's 11 something, 11:02. 11:27. You're back at 11:27. All right? And we will continue with this. See you in a few minutes. Okie dokie. Have a good lunch. See you in a few.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
All right, all right. Let's see who's back. Hello. I'm here.
Hi.
Hello, Karina. Let's see who else is back. Patty.
Hi, teacher.
America, yes. Marla. Marla. No, Marla. Julio.
Here.
All right, you're there. Good. Gabriel. Okie dokie. Let's try to finish part of the book. If you don't understand, or if it's difficult for you to understand the formula for the passive voice, we will continue doing more exercises. They are on the book. But meanwhile, we continue with the exercises here. Letter B, which sentence about the news stories are true? Correct the false ones. Number 1, A bag of money was stolen on a bus. True or false?
False.
False. It was found, right? Number two, two birds were seen in a house. True or false?
True.
True. In a house?
False.
F.
They were seen in a
Yard.
yard, right? The airport was closed.
True.
True. Flights were cancelled.
True.
True. All right, again with the grammar on the simple past passive. I already explained it to you with pictures. Please pay attention and listen again. Okie dokie. Just give me 1 second, please. Station 3, unit 12. Hold on, the audio is loading. Give me some seconds, please.
Page 119. 2. Grammar. Simple past passive. In sentences with active verbs, the subject is the doer and the object is the receiver of an action. Use active verbs to focus on the doer or cause. In sentences with passive verbs, the subject is the receiver of the action. Use passive verbs to focus on the receiver or when the doer or cause is not known or not important.
A student found a bag on a bus. A bag was found on a bus.
The authorities closed the airport. The airport was closed.
A teenager saw two bears in a yard. Two bears were seen in a yard.
The accident didn't injure the passengers. The passengers weren't injured.
All right, if you see this grammar part, like a student found a bag on a bus, right? That's the active. A bag, a bag was found on a bus. It doesn't mention by a student, right? So you don't have to. That's why it says here, use the active form of a verb to focus on the doer or cause of the action. In this case, is a student. Is the active voice. Use the passive form to focus on the receiver. The receiver is a bag, right? A bag. The bag received the action of the doer. Or when the doer or cause is not known or not important. A student. That's what I mentioned before. When you have the name or you have more information about the doer, you can mention it. The authorities closed the airport. The airport was closed. It doesn't mention by whom. A teenager saw two bears in a yard. Two bears were seen in a yard. The accident didn't injure the passengers. The passengers were injured. Saying negative, check the verb, past participle. The past is approximately 5 times more common in written news than in conversation. But people often use the passive to talk about news event. All right, let's do this exercise. Exercise A, rewrite their sentences. Use the simple past passive. Okay, you have from one, well, you already have one. Someone saw a snake on the subway. A snake was seen on the subway. Number 2, someone sold a famous painting for $6 million. Okay, let's try to do it together. Remember, subject, object, the doer. Someone sold a famous painting for $6 million. Okay, volunteers?
I saw a famous painting for 6,000.
Say it again.
I sold a famous painting for 6,000.
No.
The
A
painting,
6,000 was sold.
What is the object here?
Famous? Or
The
A
someone?
famous painting, right? A famous painting is the object.
uh,
Painting.
A famous
painting was sold for 60,000 by someone.
a famous painting was
Was
sold for
600 million.
6 million. $6 million. Remember the object and then the subject. The object, then the be verb, and then the past participle and the end. Someone left hundreds of pineapples on the sidewalk yesterday. Someone left hundreds of pineapples on the sidewalk yesterday. What is the object here? Hundreds of pineapples.
Pineapples.
Hundreds of pineapples. They go together.
Hundreds of pineapples.
Hundreds of pineapples
Mm-hmm.
Was left on the sidewalk yesterday.
yesterday.
It's okay, but it's hundreds of pineapples. It's plural.
Where?
Where?
Ah,
Left.
On the
Sidewalk.
Yesterday.
what means sidewalk?
Side. You know what is walk?
Sitio.
Así yo.
El verbo walk.
Caminar. Sitio de caminar.
Sidewalk is a space in the street where you can walk.
La banqueta.
Yes.
Una banqueta.
Banqueta. Someone broke into a store and stole some soccer balls. Okay, be fast. Quick. Someone broke into a store and
Were broke in a store.
someone broke into a store.
No. Soccer ball were broke. No, I don't know.
Into a store
The store
was broken.
broken.
A store was broken and stolen.
And stolen some soccer ball.
Were soccer balls. Were stole
Okay.
soccer ball.
Okay.
A store was broken.
Okay.
What else, Julio?
Broken.
A store was broken.
Ya se me olvidó.
Mm. Si no es poesía. A store was
store?
broken.
Were stole some soccer balls.
And stole some soccer
And
ball.
stock.
Stolen.
Into store some soccer ball.
A store was broken. A store was broken.
And
Anyone?
stolen. Were stolen. No, soccer balls were stolen.
A store was broken and some soccer balls
Esto was
were
Were stolen.
stolen. Okay, number 5. Someone found a diamond ring in a donut.
A diamond was found. A diamond ring was found in a dog.
Okay, Gabriel.
I was found a diamond ring in a donut.
Okay, say again. A diamond ring. A diamond ring. This is singular or plural? A diamond ring.
Singular
So you use was or were?
was.
Was a past participle of find.
found.
Found, right?
Found.
Found in a Donut. This is was, no war, okay? Last one. They canceled schools throughout the city yesterday. They canceled schools throughout the city yesterday.
The school thought
The
where
school was cancelled. The
Yes, canceled.
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 cancel.
Cancel.
The lady.
Cancelated. Póngale cero. All right, ¿quién la tiene? Number 6.
The school throw um,
They canceled school throughout the city yesterday.
throughout the city is together.
You have to say the whole sentence. The school throughout the city yesterday was, or the
Ah,
school,
the school throw
the school was canceled,
was cancelled
no canceled.
in
Lo
the city.
acabo de decir, o sea.
Ay, de.
Ay,
Cancel.
Aide. ¿Qué no se había ido Aide? Dice. Hace 3 segundos que lo acabo de repetir.
The school was cancelled
School
throughout
was
the city yesterday.
canceled through hold on. This is one of the difficult, not difficult. Throughout.
Wow.
They canceled school throughout the city yesterday. School was canceled throughout the city yesterday. That was easy. Okay, are you trying to understand? So? Kind of.
So.
So. So remember, this is just simple past. So we have many tenses. But we always use, remember, depending on the tense, we always, well, verb be is always used in the passive voice. Be verb and past. That's the rule. Be and past participle. It's all the time, no matter what tense. Let's see, what page is this? Speaking naturally. I cannot move you. Hold on, here. Yes, better. Speaking naturally. Breaking sentences into parts. Right, $10,000 was found in a bag. Well, here I try to understand why it says was. It's where, because it's plural. $10,000 were found in a bag on a city bus. Two large bears were seen last night in someone's yard. A jewelry store was broken into. And some diamonds were stolen. The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong winds. Okay, please pay attention on the pronunciation.
Page 119. 3. Speaking naturally. Breaking sentences into parts. A. Listen and repeat the sentences above. Notice how long sentences are broken into shorter parts. The word with the new information in each part is stressed. $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus. 2 large bears were seen last night in someone's yard. A jewelry store was broken into and some diamonds were stolen. The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong winds.
Okay, if you heard the stress, the strongest stress in some words is in the short words, like $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus. 2 large bears were seen last night in someone's yard. Si ven cómo va la línea, here and then raises, that's intonation. Raises, go down again, and up, down, same line, and up. Saying 2 large bears were seen last night in someone's yard. Pay attention one more time, please.
Page 119. 3. Speaking naturally. Breaking sentences into parts. A. Listen and repeat the sentences above. Notice how long sentences.
All right, you have to repeat the sentences. Close your microphone. Close your microphone, but you have to repeat it. Okay, because you are going to do it.
Are broken into shorter parts. The word with the new information in each part is stressed. $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus. 2 large bears were seen last night in someone's yard. A jewelry store was broken into and some diamonds were stolen. The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong winds.
All right, let's practice. Okie dokie. First one, Julio.
Okay. $10,000 was found in a van on a city bus.
All right, you don't have to make a stop. $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus. No hagas, la pausa es muy larga. Es una sola oración, pero en algunas, up, like $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus. One more time.
Okay. $10,000 was found in a bag on city bus.
On a city bus. Yes. Gabriel. Gabriel, are you there? Gabriel?
The large birds were seen last night in some year.
One more time.
The large birds were seen last night in some year.
In some,
In some
someone's.
someone's
Yeah, la palabra es someone's yard.
in someone's year.
Someone's, lleva ese, someone's yard. All right, Marla.
Uh, where's three?
Ok, esta palabra ya le dije como 4 veces. A ver cómo le sale.
Jewelry,
Jewelry.
jewelry, jewelry,
Jewelry.
jewelry store,
Jewelry. Yeah,
a
jewelry.
jewelry store was broken into and some diamonds were stolen.
A jewelry store was broken into and some diamonds were stolen. Es la intonation. Next one, America.
The city airport was closed yesterday because of strong winds.
The city airport was closed yesterday because strong winds. The city say it's this exercise, it goes like this, same lines, and then it's up, goes up, and then goes down. De eso se trata el ejercicio. Like the city airport was closed yesterday because strong winds. Same with other sentences. $10,000 was found in a bag on a city bus. Es solamente para practicar lo que es the intonation.
Yes,
Cuando sube y cuando baja la voz.
yes.
So, algunas partes importantes, some important parts of the sentence, you have to raise and then go down. Raise and go down. All right, folks. Yes. Well, I hope you understand the passive voice, the simple past passive voice. So I know you need more exercises, but we have to finish these lessons. So you have a lot of homework to do so you can learn the passive voice like quick. I mean, you don't have to think a lot to make it right. Lesson B. We are going to talk about the same, but in this case, we have to mention there's a slight difference. Natural disasters. What do you think is a natural disaster? All right, no books, please. No copying. What is a natural disaster for you?
An ugly event.
Well, it's an ugly.
Yes.
Fireball.
Okay. Another opinion?
Thundercloud. How do you say tormentas?
Yeah, first, what is a natural disaster? General.
An event for natural.
Say it again, Karina.
Events for natural. But the modern natural.
Yes, could be like that. Mother nature.
Yes.
Mother nature. What else? Marla, you say something?
Nature environment.
Unfortunately, events. for persons?
Yes, could be that like that. Julio? Julio, say it again.
Nature environment, nature reservoir.
Yeah, say it again.
Um,
We are just trying to define a natural disaster, right? Normally, natural disaster is because we have extreme weather conditions, right? Sometimes, like Julio said, thunderstorm, hurricanes, tornadoes, or tornadoes in some places. We don't have here in Mexico, but we have in the USA. Um, heavy rains, wildfires, right? These are
Tsunami.
tsunamis. We don't have tsunamis in Mexico, but we have
How
some
do you say sequías in English?
dry season.
Like,
Dry season when there's not a lot of rain, or we need rain, or we need water, right? And the nature is dying because, of course, the lack of water. Um, Anybody remembers any natural disaster in the world or in Mexico?
The earthquake of from 1996. No, 1997, I think.
What was the name?
Airway from 1997.
Airway? You mean
Like,
the hurricane?
no.
sismo,
Uh-huh.
Oh, the earthquake
1985.
was
Earthquake in Mexico.
yeah, it was in
Nine-
1985.
2017
90,
on
90,
September.
1985.
It was in 1995, the big earthquake of Mexico that affected most of the states, especially Mexico City, right? With the big buildings, they destroyed most of the buildings. Um, well, I still remember that. I was a little kid. Well, not a kid, but it was, you know. We have in Acapulco, we have some disasters, like,
Yes.
well, recently, because I was living there. I wasn't living here, but I just remember Paulina, in 1998,
1997.
something like that. And then we have other hurricanes.
I was born in this event.
I don't remember which one. There was one that just happened a few years ago in 2017 or 16.
17.
17, right?
Yes.
Hugo? Alberto? Paco? Luis? I don't remember.
Manuel. Ingrid y Manuel.
Ingrid y Emmanuel, yes. Yes. I wasn't living in Mexico, but I still remember my sister told me about the flooding in Acapulco, in Colosio, in those areas. The airport. Remember the airport? And when,
Yes.
yeah, when some stores like Costco were like vandalized and they stole many things. It was on those years, right? But the big disasters in Mexico were the earthquake in 1985 and the Paulina, Ingrid, Emmanuel, no, Manuel. Um, I don't remember other one. Well, I remember one from the 70s, but my parents used to talk about those. Beulah, Altara, all those are from years and years ago. Another natural disaster in the world that you remember?
The forest, no?
We
The
have
Amazonas forest was Although was with fire.
Yes, it was a wildfire. We have some wildfires. We have one in Amazons, the Amazons. We have in California every year because, like Karina said, the dry season. You know, sometimes there are too many trees with something like the rocks. You know, the rocks with the sun start. It's too much heat, and that's how they start. Maybe the rock hits something, they fall from the hill, and that's how they start the fire from one tree to another, and then it's the whole place. Tsunamis, we have tsunamis, right? Tsunamis in Asia. In what's the name of that place? Thailand. Those places from Asia.
Japan,
Japan, yes, we have one in Japan.
China.
China. Um, Another natural disaster that you remember?
Tornadoes
Chernobyl.
in United States.
Yeah, we have tornadoes once in a while in some states in the USA. Some states. Like right now, it wasn't a disaster, but it was like every year in United States, it snows a lot. The snow is everywhere on winter time, and sometimes it reaches, feet. Um, those are some of these disasters in around the world. All right, let's read. Well, first, listen which picture goes with each news item. Number the picture. You have here from 1 to 5. No books, please. You will listen only.
Page 120. Lesson B. Natural disasters. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Listen. Which picture goes with each news item? Number the pictures. 1. The island of Puerto Rico was hit by Hurricane Calvin late this morning. Electric
Where I
power
can hear
was disrupted throughout the island, and many homes were damaged by heavy rains and strong winds. 2.
Quebec was hit by severe thunderstorms yesterday. Flights at several airports were delayed by heavy rains, thunder, and lightning. Last night, 3 families were rescued by emergency workers after their homes were damaged by flash floods resulting from the rains.
3. Firefighters in Australia say over 10,000 acres of forest were completely destroyed by catastrophic wildfires this year. Investigators suspect some fires were caused by careless campers. They believe other fires started when trees were struck by lightning. 4.
A shopping mall in Kansas was badly damaged by a tornado last night. A nearby town was later hit by a freak hailstorm. Cars were struck by hailstones the size of golf balls. Amazingly, no one was seriously injured by the tornado or the storm.
5.
A small town in Italy was struck by a minor earthquake this morning. The quake measured 4.9 on the Richter scale. Aftershocks were felt in several towns. Some homes were partially destroyed, but no serious injuries were reported.
All right, one more time. Pay attention, please.
Page 120. Lesson B. Natural disasters. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Listen. Which picture goes with each news item? Number the pictures. 1. The island of Puerto Rico was hit by Hurricane Calvin late this morning. Electric power was temporarily disrupted throughout the island, and many homes were damaged by heavy rains and strong winds. 2.
Quebec was hit by severe thunderstorms yesterday. Flights at several airports were delayed by heavy rains, thunder, and lightning. Last night, 3 families were rescued by emergency workers after their homes were damaged by flash floods resulting from the rains.
3. Firefighters in Australia say over 10,000 acres of forest were completely destroyed by catastrophic wildfires this year. Investigators suspect some fires were caused by careless campers. They believe other fires started when trees were struck by lightning. 4.
A shopping mall in Kansas was badly damaged by a tornado last night. A nearby town was later hit by a freak hailstorm. Cars were struck by hailstones the size of golf balls. Amazingly, no one was seriously injured by the tornado or the storm.
5.
A small town in Italy was struck by a minor earthquake this morning. The quake measured 4.9 on the Richter scale. Aftershocks were felt in several towns. Some homes were partially destroyed, but no serious injuries were reported.
Okie dokie. Do you have the numbers? Yes? All right. What about this one here? The first one. What
4.
number is that?
4.
4?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
The tornado? This one. The second one. What number is that?
5.
1.
1.
No. 1. Yes.
Okay, 1 or 5?
1.
1.
1.
1.
1. Okay. Third one with the lighting. What's the number?
The last, no.
Here, the third one with the lighting here.
2.
2.
2? Not 2. 2.
2.
2. Saca un soplidito, un airecito.
2.
2. 2.
2.
Yes, number 4. I mean,
Five.
picture.
5.
5.
5. And the last one.
3.
3.
Yes, in English.
Oui, en francés.
Rayos. Ese tipo me agrada.
All right, you have the lyrics, the lyrics, como si fuera canción. You have the script, I would say the script here. Pay attention one more time
Page 120.
and read.
Lesson B. Natural disasters. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Listen. Which picture goes with each news item? Number the pictures. 1. The island of Puerto Rico was hit by Hurricane Calvin late this morning. Electric power was temporarily disrupted throughout the island, and many homes were damaged by heavy rains and strong winds. 2.
Quebec was hit by severe thunderstorms yesterday. Flights at several airports were delayed by heavy rains, thunder, and lightning. Last night, 3 families were rescued by emergency workers after their homes were damaged by flash floods resulting from the rains.
3. Firefighters in Australia say over 10,000 acres of forest were completely destroyed by catastrophic wildfires this year. Investigators suspect some fires were caused by careless campers. They believe other fires started when trees were struck by lightning. 4.
A shopping mall in Kansas was badly damaged by a tornado last night. A nearby town was later hit by a freak hailstorm. Cars were struck by hailstones the size of golf balls. Amazingly, no one was seriously injured by the tornado or the storm.
5.
A small town in Italy was struck by a minor earthquake this morning. The quake measured 4.9 on the Richter scale. Aftershocks were felt in several towns. Some homes were partially destroyed, but no serious injuries were reported.
All right. So any new vocab, all of them were okay, were good, were correct. The numbers on the picture. So let me ask you, do you have any new words in here? Maybe some words that you don't know?
Quebec
Please.
is a place.
Say it again.
Quebec too.
Quebec? Yes, Quebec is a place in Canada.
Okay.
Disrupt.
Disrupt, when you don't have it, when it's cut. Like electric power was temporarily disrupt, it was cut. So they didn't have any electricity. Disrupted. Any other words?
And number 2, rescued.
Rescue. 3 families were rescued, saved,
Safe.
rescue, saved.
Light,
Damage
lighting.
The number, say the number and the
2.
Two,
Damage.
lighting.
thunders. It's the noise. Lighting is what you see here in picture 2. You see the lighting here? These are the
Mhm.
lighting. Rayos. Viene de light. Light es luz, ¿verdad? Lighting. Lighting. Any other words?
Damage.
Flash,
Flash.
flash,
Damage.
Is flash floods.
flash floods.
Yes. Es inundaciones
Okay.
resulting from the rains. Flash floods.
Damage.
Damage.
Were damaged by flash flood.
Yeah, you have damage here. This is a verb. Damage here is a verb.
What means
Once you damage something when dañar,
uh,
dañar.
Puede
Was
ser
damaged,
afectado
were damaged,
también.
affected. It could be damaged.
wildfires in the
Even though you could be affected, but you cannot be damaged.
it's true. In the number 3,
Number 3, wildfires.
Yes, wildfires. I mentioned wildfire. This is a wildfire. Wildfires, incendios. We are talking about trees, right? Forest.
and in the last part, struck by lightning. Number
Hailstone.
3,
Okay, which one?
number 3, were through by lightning. The last part. Last part.
Yeah, I explained lighting here. Lighting.
No,
It's the same.
were
Lighting.
through. This one. Through, were through.
Yeah, where struck.
Struck.
It fell.
It fell.
It fell on the by lightning. They believe other fires started when trees were struck by lightning.
Ah, okay.
Struck, que les cae.
Okay.
Struck.
In number 4, hailstorm and hailstorm.
Hail. Do you know what hail is? Hail. Or to hail. When you, and instead of, rain, right? You have drop rains. I mean, raindrops. Son las gotas de la lluvia. Sorry, raindrops. So we have hail, stones, or hailstorm. Like when you get ice from the sky, you get some pieces of ice from the sky, and they fell like stones. It's something different because outside is hot, it's warm, but then you feel like rocks or stones falling into your house, and you're like, what's happening? Y algunas hielos que caen del cielo son fuertes, grandes, entonces tienes que cuidar. El granizo. Just a hailstorm es una granizada, ¿no? Una tormenta de granizo. Hailstone son las piezas que caen, es el hielo. Pero no graniza muy seguido, que digamos, bueno, aquí no sé en México, pero allá sí, de vez en cuando tienes que tener mucho cuidado si andas en la calle. Porque es como si te estuvieran tirando piedras que caen del cielo, pero es hielo. Sometimes it's beautiful when you're in your house, just watching through the windows
No es
and
de
just
lámina.
hailing. ¿Eh?
Si no es de lámina, claro.
Ándale, si no es de lámina, obvio, o sea. Si es de cartón de láminas, qué feo caso. All right, number 5. Another questions.
Minior earthquake.
Minor.
Minor.
Minor earthquake.
More.
Minor earth. Llévate H, earthquake. Earthquake. Like yesterday, what's minor? Small. Minor means small.
Minor.
Earthquake. Yes.
Earthquake.
What mean earthquake?
After
Yeah,
shocks.
yesterday we have an earthquake yesterday.
Ah, okay.
That's an earthquake.
Aftershocks.
After means, yeah. Aftershock, what happened after that? It's aftershocks is like, how do you say that? Aftershocks fell in several towns.
Réplica.
Yes, that's the word. All right, any other one? Let's move on.
Partially destroyed and injured. The last part, number 5.
Some homes, some places, some houses were partially destroyed. Some of them, not all the houses, Some parts were destroyed, partially destroyed, destroyed.
Injuries were reported.
Destruidos.
Another one?
Injuries were reported.
I didn't hear you.
Injuries were reported.
Injuries were reported,
Report.
but no serious injuries were reported. Injuries, you know what injuries are?
Yes.
Well, serious, you know the serious? Nothing of
Um,
danger, nothing of danger. No serious injuries were reported. Ninguna herida seria fue reportada. Injuries. All right, so you have here, let's see. We're going to skip this exercise. This is not very important, so we have time to finish the rest one, but you can do it at home. This one. Write words and expressions from the news stories that go with each category below. Compare lists with a partner, like earth, earthquake, struck by an earthquake. Then you have wind, fire, and water. Los cuatro elementos, como la película. That was the fifth element, right? So you need to relate each word with something you read on the conversation. Please try to do that for homework on your own. That's easy. But the most important, you understand the simple past, right? Also, you need to, these are scramble. You need to scramble the sentences. Firefighters rescue two families by where? Okay, fix it. That's passive void too.
Teacher,
Yes.
why hurricane is wine or water?
Oh, hurricane is both.
Uh,
It's wind, no wind. No, but try do not do this right now, Patty. Oops. Focus on the exercise we are doing now. Try to skip that one. Este lo dejan de pendiente. Don't worry about this. What I want you to understand is the passive voice. It's the most important. So aquí, here, pay attention here. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Scramble. This is a scramble words. You need to unscramble. You have to put it in the correct order. Like the first one. Two families were rescued by firefighters, right? Okay, try to fix number 2.
a car was struck by hailstones.
Yes, a car was struck by hailstones. Correct. A car was struck by hailstones. So here we are using by, right? We are mentioning the doer. Number 3.
No one was seriously injured.
No one was seriously injured. All right. Number 4. Want somebody else, please. No, Patty. Somebody else. Let's see.
Repeat the number 3.
No one seriously was in Howard.
What?
No one was seriously injured.
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 All right. Who wants to do number 4? Except Patty.
A mall completely was destroyed by a fire.
Okay, say it again. A mall
Was
Was
destroyed
destroyed
by a fire.
was completely, a mall was completely destroyed by a fire. Okay, America?
Yes.
A mall was completely destroyed by a fire. Got it?
Yes.
Okie dokie. The simple past passive with by plus agent. In this one, we mention the doer. Why? Because it's important to know who the doer is, right? When the agent, the doer of the action, is important, you can use by to introduce it. 3 families were rescued by emergency workers. The fires were caused by careless campers. A shopping mall was damaged by a tornado. Adverbs with a passive. Don't forget about the adverbs. A mall was badly damaged. You see, the adverb goes after the verb, after be verb. It's in the middle of the be and the past participle. No one was seriously injured. The forest was completely destroyed. Power was temporarily disrupted. Homes were partially destroyed. Okay, pay attention, please.
Page 121. 2. Grammar. Simple past passive plus by plus agent. When the doer of the action, the agent, is important, you can use by to introduce it.
3 families were rescued by emergency workers.
The fires were caused by careless campers.
A shopping mall was damaged by a tornado.
Adverbs with the passive.
A mall was badly damaged.
No one was seriously injured.
The forest was completely destroyed.
Power was temporarily disrupted.
Homes were partially destroyed.
All right, so you see the difference when you use by is because it's important to mention the doer of the action. Questions about this? No questions? No? Sí o no, puede ser, quién sabe, a lo mejor,
Tal vez.
tal vez. Existe la posibilidad de que sí hay alguna pregunta, pero como no quieren hablar, no dicen nada. Mira, no hacen ni caras. Y yo aquí
All
esperando.
clear, teacher.
All clear, ok. Yo aquí esperando.
Hola, hola, hola.
Ujú. Me hago la víctima.
What is the door? Door?
The doer?
Yes.
The doer is the subject. The doer is the subject in this case. Like here, 3 families were rescued by emergency workers. This is a passive voice, right? If you use the active voice, you will say, emergency workers rescue 3 families, right? That's the active voice. But when you change it, cuando lo cambias a voz pasiva, el doer, que era emergency workers, pasa al final, pero lo tienes que mencionar. ¿Por qué? Porque es importante. So the doer is the subject. Any other questions?
No, it's okay.
¿Cómo, how to do the adverbs with the passive?
Yeah, always the adverbs, they go in the middle. The position is between verb be and the main verb. It's in the middle.
Don't care if the adverb is... ¿Cómo tiene que ir el adverbio?
Say it again.
¿Cómo tiene que ir el adverbio?
Yeah, the adverb is in the middle, the position. You mean the position?
Yes.
The position is after the be verb.
Mhm.
In this case, you see was, the adverb is in the middle, and then you have the main verb on the verb in past participle. Siempre va en el centro de los dos verbos, en la voz pasiva. Amor was badly damaged. No one was seriously injured. The photo was completely destroyed. Power was temporarily disrupted. Home was partially destroyed. You see, most of the adverbs are with ly at the end, right? You see? Most of them. We saw that last lessons. Any other questions? Let's see. Let's see if you don't have questions. Write the first sentence of a new stories for each line. Aquí tienen del 1, you have from 1 to 5, 5 sentences in present tense. So you need to use the past tense. I wonder why in the book is in present tense. I don't know why. Should be in past tense. But anyway, you have to change this verb in past tense, right? Same first exercise, same like the first exercise. Fire destroys all house. That's on the news. El fuego destruye un almacén viejo. An old warehouse was partially destroyed by a fire in Miami last night. So you need to give some context. You need to give some context to the story. Like number 2, earthquake disrupts water service and electric power. Okay, think, passive voice, subject, object, verb, verb be, think, earthquake disrupts water service and electric power. ¿Cuál es el objeto aquí? Water service and electric power. Tienen dos objetos, ¿verdad? Dos objetos, cuando es más de uno es plural. Water service and electric power were disrupted by
earthquake, quake,
an earthquake. Earthquake.
hair, no, I don't know,
No, sí, sí puedes. Earth,
earthquake,
no,
hair,
no pongas heart, es E-A-R-T-H, right?
Earth,
Earth. Es solamente un
earth,
sonido, un poquito de aire.
earth,
Earthquake. Quake.
earth,
Como el de las avenas, quake.
Quaker,
Quake. Ándale, ese medito.
no,
Earthquake. Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
earthquake,
Yes.
Earthquake. Earth.
So service, water service here. Water service and electric power. Remember, we are talking about two things, right? So it's plural. Where disrupted by an earthquake. Okay, continue with number 3, 4, and 5, please. Hurricane damages high school. This is in present tense. Damages.
high school was damaged by hurricane.
Okay. America?
Yes.
Number 3.
Uh,
Can you do it?
the high school was damaged, damaged, damaged by hurricane.
Yeah. If you don't have an article like the or a, high school was damaged, damaged, damaged. Traten de repetirlo cuando se les haga difícil. Damaged by a
Damaged.
hurricane. Yes. No nada más cuando se les haga difícil una palabra, no nada más escuchen y lo hagan mental, lo tienen que hablar, lo tienen que practicar.
Damaged. Damaged. Damaged.
Was damaged
Europe by an hurricane. Hurricane.
hurricane, hurricane,
Hurricane.
hurricane, hurricane, hurricane.
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 Okay, pay attention. Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Son
Hurricane.
tres sonidos. Hurricane. Tres sonidos.
Hurricane.
Yes.
Hurricane.
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 Last number 4. Lighting injures two golfers.
Two golfers was
Were injured by lightning.
Okay, Marla. Gabriel, I don't hear you, Gabriel.
golfers. Two golfers was injured.
Okay, let's see if I can give the control to Gabriel so he can write here. Are you in a computer, Gabriel? Are you working on a computer
Yes,
or on your cell phone?
on computer.
All right. I give you the control remote. I'm sorry, the remote. So you can write here your answer. Lighting injures two golfers. So you have to put it here.
Two golfers.
Remember, when you use the object, you need to pay attention if it's plural or singular. So you are
Where?
deciding to
Two
use was or
golfers where?
were.
Two golf,
Were.
Okay, Gabriel?
two golfers was injured last night.
Two golfers.
Ok, escríbelo aquí. Trata de escribirlo aquí. Ya te di el control. Gabriel, I'm waiting. We are waiting. Gabriel, are you there? Hello. Buongiorno.
Doña Marina me pidió tu teléfono. Doña Marina, la señora de la ropa, me pidió tu teléfono porque dice que a ver si le hacen el favor de llevar el sushi. Te lo va a pedir al rato para que no vayas a ¿cómo te diré? Que a veces luego entran números desconocidos y no queremos contestar.
All right, you have two golfers. Two golfers. ¿Es plural o singular? ¿Es plural o singular?
Where?
Plural, right?
Plural.
So you use was or where?
Where?
Where. So somebody say where, was.
Sí.
So it's where here. Two golfers
Fíjate
where.
que eso vi. De hecho, yo quería hacerme más para acá, pero yo pensé que me iban a quitar las motos.
A ver, permíteme tantito porque escucho ahí una platiquita. Two golfers were injured. So you need D here. Injures with an S is for third person.
Was injured.
Remember, it's very important in the passive voice to use the past tense of the be verb, plural or singular, and then the past participle of the main verb, injured. Two golfers were injured by lightning. Es mi ama. De que saque las tortas. No es cierto. Tortas de jamón, por favor. Okie dokie. Last one, please. Tornado destroys police station.
So el answer is
Police
Me.
station. What?
The station was destroyed by tornado.
I'll say, please say it again.
police station. Police
Police
station
station
Police station
was
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 destroyed
Was destroyed by
by
tornado.
tornado.
Was
Yes.
destroyed by
tornado.
Police station. Remember, police station is a singular noun. Police station was
destroyed.
destroyed, not destroyed. Destroyed.
para que se entienda mejor el destroyer.
Mhm. Tornado. All right. Are you understanding the topic or not? ¿Ya le están entendiendo un poquito? Un petit peu?
Yes.
Oui?
Yes.
So. It's very confused. It's
No,
hard
it's
for
not,
me.
no, it's not confused. You make it confusing for you.
I
But
can
it's
do
not
it.
confused. Just follow the rule, follow the formula.
It's more complicated when mixed all the tenses.
Yes, when you use all the tenses and when you use, this is simple. Simple passive voice. So you need
Yes.
to dominate this part. So so you can do like the present perfect, the past perfect, then you use conditionals and you use a lot of stuff. That's when it's confusing. But remember, passive voice is very common in the news, on TV, on the papers, etc.
Okay.
Okay, dokie. We are almost done. Let's listen the last one.
Page
Pay
121.
attention.
3. Listening and speaking. News update. A. Listen to 2 news stories. Answer the questions. Good morning. This is John Cho. First, here is a report on the severe storms that caused so much damage in the northern part of the country last night. Cindy Chavez is reporting from one small town that was hit by the bad weather. Cindy, what's the situation like there?
Good morning, John. Well, this morning the North is waking up to the results of some of the worst storms in 30 years. Throughout the night, the area was hit by thunderstorms, hailstones, and heavy rains. Several small towns across the area were completely flooded, and hundreds of people were left homeless.
What happened to those people? Were they rescued?
Yes, John. Many people were rescued by the fire department. However, the scary thing was, some people couldn't leave their homes because of the floods. So they had to climb onto the roofs of their houses and wait for the fire department to rescue them in boats.
And have the people been able to return to their homes?
No, not yet. Many are staying with friends and neighbors, and others are staying in school buildings in towns near here. Fortunately, no one was badly injured, though of course many homes were seriously damaged.
Thank you for that report, Cindy. Now, I hear you have an update on a story you reported yesterday. Some good news this time?
That's right, John. Yesterday, I reported on a young couple who were getting married in a park. The wedding ceremony was disrupted by a huge hailstorm, and the groom was hit on the head by a hailstone the size of a golf ball, and he was taken to the hospital.
And so the wedding was canceled?
Yes, and that was terrible. But here's an update, and it's good news. This morning, I was told that the groom was not seriously injured, and he and the bride have set a new date for their wedding.
A happy ending then to that story.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks again, Cindy. Next on the news.
All right, guys, check the questions from 1 to 6. First, what kind of weather does the reporter talk about? What problems did the weather cause? Etc. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then pay attention to every detail. Okay, let's go.
Page 121. 3. Listening and speaking. News update. A. Listen to 2 news stories. Answer the questions. Good morning. This is John Cho. First, here is a report on the severe storms that caused so much damage in the northern part of the country last night. Cindy Chavez is reporting from one small town that was hit by the bad weather. Cindy, what's the situation like there?
Good morning, John. Well, this morning the North is waking up to the results of some of the worst storms in 30 years. Throughout the night, the area was hit by thunderstorms, hailstones, and heavy rains. Several small towns across the area were completely flooded, and hundreds of people were left homeless.
What happened to those people? Were they rescued?
Yes, John. Many people were rescued by the fire department. However, the scary thing was, some people couldn't leave their homes because of the floods. So they had to climb onto the roofs of their houses and wait for the fire department to rescue them in boats.
And have the people been able to return to their homes?
No, not yet. Many are staying with friends and neighbors, and others are staying in school buildings in towns near here. Fortunately, no one was badly injured, though of course many homes were seriously damaged.
Thank you for that report, Cindy. Now, I hear you have an update on a story you reported yesterday. Some good news this time?
That's right, John. Yesterday, I reported on a young couple who were getting married in a park. The wedding ceremony was disrupted by a huge hailstorm, and the groom was hit on the head by a hailstone the size of a golf ball, and he was taken to the hospital.
And so the wedding was canceled?
Yes, and that was terrible. But here's an update, and it's good news. This morning, I was told that the groom was not seriously injured, and he and the bride have set a new date for their wedding.
A happy ending then to that story.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks again, Cindy. Next on the news.
All right. How was it? Do you have all the answers, all the responses?
Yes.
Okay, okay. What kind of weather does the reporter talk about? Number 1. She mentions, well, I put storms.
The thunderstorm.
Storms.
Thunderstorms. What else?
Storms.
Yeah, all the storms is in general. Storms. She say storms. What else? She mentioned hail, right? Hail, storms. What else? What else?
Heavy rains.
Heavy rains. Heavy rains. What else? Oh, what else?
Sun.
And she mentioned lightning, right? Lightning storms. All right. What about number 2? What problems did the weather cause?
That much several area in this city or
Mm,
neighborhood.
Damaged.
many houses seriously damaged.
Damaged several houses and they left homeless people, right? Who were the people rescued by?
By fire department.
Yes, by the
Fire.
firefighters. Firefighters. Por los bomberos, chicos. All right. Why was that's a different story. Why was the wedding canceled? What happened?
The ground was partly damaged.
No, that's the question number 5. Number
Because
4.
the husband, I think,
What happened?
went to the hospital.
Now, why was the wedding canceled? Something happened during the wedding in the park.
Rain, start to rain.
It wasn't a rain, it was a hail.
Rain.
Yeah, it
Mm,
was a hailstorm, you know. I explained to you what hail, a hailstorm is cuando caen piedras de hielo, bolas de hielo. What happened to the groom?
the room was partly damaged.
Or how or why?
He was
He was hit,
Yes.
right? By
Hail.
a hailstone. A hailstone. That's the piece of ice. Hailstone. What update on the story does the reporter give?
yesterday.
Um,
Yes.
they have another date for them wedding.
Yes, they postponed the wedding, right? A different date.
Yes.
So was a happy or sad ending?
So ending.
Also,
Yes.
okay. The wedding was postponed. Postponed. I think so. All right.
Post-
Any questions? I
no,
think no questions.
The homework.
Yes. Homework. Well, you need to do your homework, of course, about this, so you can understand the exercises about the passive voice. Please do not forget. I expect your homework for this week. We have one more week next Saturday for regular classes. Then we take a short vacation. We come back from vacation. We take the exam. So, however, the people who wants to continue with Touchstone 4, I don't know who. I don't know if I'm gonna be your teacher again or somebody else. So let's hope. Let's cross fingers like this, changuitos, changuitos. So we can throw a party, and we can have bolillos from Julio. He promised some bolillos. They never show up. Los bolillos nunca llegaron, chicos. Pero mira, tengo el mío aquí, para el susto, por si las dudas.
Al susto ahora.
Ah, all right.
Anda
Any
bien
questions? Any questions about the class or the topic? I know you have many questions. Please practice, do your exercises, and you will get better. The only way to learn this passive voice is doing exercises, practicing. All right?
Okay.
So
Yes.
if you don't have any more questions, we have to go. It's 1:06. All right? Hope to see you next week. Have a good weekend. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
Goodbye.
Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.